More gameplay! 2 straight parts of gameplay! Gameplay!
That's
Gameplay!
the part where we play the game.
I don't know, it
Hey,
seems like an awful
that
lot like walking around a flat, featureless landscape and talking to people.
that
Sonic?
that hilariously checkerboard pattern fedora looks oddly familiar.
It's incredibly tacky.
Did we walk into the hell version of Starbucks or something? Wait, the Apple Store. That's where we are. I mean, everything's white.
There's nowhere near the amount of white.
No, there's plenty of white. The walls are white, the floor... Oh, wait, there's red. Never mind. We can't
Red
be...
carpet, brown cathedral. Some Apple Store.
And this trick is one that I actually have never used before.
No, you used it in the last video. You pushed it...
What? I don't remember ever pushing a bomb block off the edge specifically to get it away from all the other blocks.
I remembered you doing it at least once last part, so...
I might have done it accidentally, but I don't think I've done it on purpose. You can count blocks! You're brilliant! Jesus. Fear my rudimentary mathematical skills! The way he says stuff there kind of makes me laugh. It's like, you just know he's thinking of stage 3.
He has no way of really being able to explain that. So.
Oh, this dude's got mommy issues? Freud. Come out, Sigmund.
The thing about the executive and his employee is that one of them has an abusive father, one of them has an abusive mother. So yeah.
Sigmund, we need you. Get over here.
I noticed in an earlier part that, I think it was Astaroth actually, or somebody else, that people can rest in the rest area until they wake up. There's no penalty for doing that.
Well, you're stuck
Yeah.
in a nightmare hellscape for the rest of your sleep life, I guess.
Although one of the sheep says that eventually this place will fall too.
I guess it's just, it takes longer for some reason.
Yeah. Of course, the problem with staying in the dream for longer is that you never feel like you get any sleep when you wake up. So the longer you stay in here, the more fucked up you're going to get in the real world, and eventually that's going to affect your performance in the nightmare stages. I think way too much about this stuff. Can you tell?
There's a survey that says 70% of men in relationships cheat, and 40% of women cheat.
This is a law chaos option. If you pick that's a lot, you get the chaos. If you pick only that many, you get no. If you pick that's a lot, you get the law. If you pick only that many, you get the chaos. Sorry, crossed my mental wires there. But it's basically a measure of how abhorrent you find the idea, regardless of gender.
Well, those can't be accurate statistics, right? I can't really imagine that many people... relationships wouldn't, like, function if you cheated on... If 70% of dudes cheated on their girlfriends and stuff.
You know, I think it's counting, like, guys of all ages, though. Like, including the immature teenage years.
Is yummy juice nutritional?
Sheep juice. Think about it.
Sheep juice. I never drank sheep.
I hope not.
Maybe it's a delicacy.
Seems you're getting used to the machine-based traps as well.
How
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Everything this guy says he says in a really sinister voice.
Do you ever get to punch this dude in the face?
If you lose your
No.
Assuming he has one.
all you have left to lose.
Spoiler alert.
I know.
Wi-
Just going along with it.
regarding Babel, it's implied very strongly that Astaroth is just another form of Ishtar. In other words, this creepy dude we've been talking to...
Is Afro Lady?
Which one?
Yes. Afro lady.
So that's your choice.
You see, this is an incredibly unrealistic question. Not because I'm getting a call from somebody you hate, it's because I'm getting a call from someone in general. I'm lonely.
That was my indecision because I had to step out of my personal bubble and imagine what I would do if I was a more popular someone else.
Voicemail?
I never check my voicemail, by the way.
No, neither do I.
I do it, but that's only because the little icon on my phone that says I have a voicemail, I can't, like, get rid of it without checking it, unlike the thing for, like, my email and text messages and stuff, so...
Yeah.
So I check it, and then, you know... It's annoying
You check it
because...
just to get rid of the icon.
No, the thing is that the icon won't go away after I delete all the voicemails. I actually have to call voicemail back again, hear it say, you have no new messages in your inbox, then hang up again, and then the icon will leave my my phone. It's
John,
odd.
John, you're 2 days late with the bill. I know! Go away.
Oh, right. This stage. What was this stage? The long staircase. Something about that rings a bell.
Well, clock towers and long staircases obviously bring Castlevania.
Yeah, the long staircase is where you climb right before you fight Dracula.
What music track plays in the clock tower in the Castlevania 3?
Like you're talking about the actual name of the track.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, shit.
Well, what does it go? What does it sound like then? If you can't remember them.
Clock tower. In the beginning, I'm trying to remember because you can actually go to the clock tower as soon as stage 2, if you're going for Grant. I'm trying to remember though.
Because, you know, I'm not very good at Castlevania. I never usually got far enough to get to the fucking clock tower.
I had a song in my head and I just forgot it. I think that was Mad Forced anyway. I want to say Anxiety? Oh, fuck it, I'm looking it up.
God
But don't you want to watch this riveting gameplay of block pushing?
God damn it, that's a lot of spike blocks.
What happens if you blow up a bomb block next to, like, odd blocks, like, you know, spike blocks or ice blocks or
Spike
something?
blocks, spring blocks, they don't change. Oh, I forgot this enemy type existed. Giant ants.
Alright. Somebody get the raid, I guess. Can I feel bad about punching the ants? Or should I feel bad about punching the ants? Are those secretly people too?
We're going to see an entire swarm of ants thrown out the window pretty soon.
It touched you and you didn't die. What the heck? Is it just like in your way or
I
something?
don't think the ants actually hurt you.
And it just clipped right through the block.
I think that's why. I think that you're just confused because it's like, wait, isn't this thing supposed? Oh wait, it punches you. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's an enemy that knocks you down. Why didn't I just jump up those blocks?
Because you're you, Lewis.
Oh god damn it. I remember this part. This is what I was thinking about. These areas are so annoying. Because you have to maneuver the blocks inside the unmovable dark block areas until you can actually get up.
Have you guys ever played Zombie Ate My Neighbors?
No.
No.
If you don't get stuck when you get to these areas on hard mode, I will, like, salute you.
Well, I assume if you're playing on hard mode, you've probably mastered... Oh, you gotta undo the whole thing now in order to... Oh, you don't give a shit about your combo bonus anymore. Yay!
You're learning.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Oh, if I know Lewis, he's just figuring out the solution, and then he's
And then
going
he'll
to
go back.
undo and then enough to...
No, actually, I think I didn't notice my combo had died. Because, you know, I'm so focused on trying to figure this damn thing out. Okay, you figured it out. Push the back block.
What is
Push
that
the
sound
back
effect?
block, you fool.
No, go back. What are you doing?
Or go forward. Oh, you got your bonus back.
Up, you're stuck.
Yup.
Do or die, bitches. What is that sound effect that plays when an edge
It says
collides?
edge.
It's a voice
Edge.
that says edge, yes.
Edge. Yeah.
I figured it out! I made it! No, you fool! Don't push that block! What are you doing?
Somebody really likes the final cat party member in Final Fantasy IV. You know, Edge wasn't really all that great. I mean, he threw stuff pretty good.
He spent most of the time on the floor.
Why Final Fantasy IV? Why not Star Ocean: The Last Hope?
Because I haven't played Star Ocean: The Last Hope.
People are more likely to have played Final Fantasy IV than Star Ocean.
Although that's on my list of RPGs that I need to play. I'll get to it eventually, I swear.
What are you doing past me? You're doing this in a needlessly convoluted way. You could have passed this area by now.
You like to challenge yourself.
No. No, I don't.
Okay, that's a lie. You play Atlas games.
Well, that took way too long.
Well, at least it looks like... Oh, yeah. Oh, they just threw you a bone. You could just, like, climb stuff there.
Yeah.
Well, I assume that they would have to give you relatively easy sections.
Is the game... This entire section is the game apologizing for that incredibly drawn-out puzzle over there.
Well, I assume that the game would need to give you sections like this every now and again, just so that you can gain a little bit of space from the collapsing floor.
Oh, god damn it! It's the same thing. It's the same puzzle we just did, except it's larger and therefore harder. Okay, come on.
This is definitely a block.
So what is the sequel to Catherine going to involve? Pushing pyramids?
If there's a sequel to Catherine,
No, it's
I'm going to shoot
$10,000
something.
pyramid.
If there's a sequel to Catherine, if there's ever a sequel to Catherine, I'm going to shoot something, because this game does not need a sequel.
What's your reasoning for it? Like,
Well, it has
It's
definitive ending, for one.
it's a self-contained thing. There's no reason for there to be an ending.
Well, also, it'd be
you
very
mean a
hard.
sequel.
The game's all about story, and since there's all of the different endings are, well, very different, it'd be basically impossible to write a good second story to it, because, you know... Unless if they focused it completely on a different character, but then why call it Catherine at that point, other than name recognition?
Come on. Damn it!
I think you just shat your pants. Sorry, your underwear.
No, wait,
Come
I
on.
know the solution to this puzzle. Oh.
Wait, was the block on the verge of killing you, or did it travel back in time?
There
It
we
would've-
go. Just leave the...
No, Lewis, no.
He wants his money.
I've got to have
it's
it.
dream money. It means nothing.
But I've got to have it.
You're the kind of guy that counts bills in his sleep instead of sheep.
What, Mr. Krabs?
Or Jack Nicholson. I think that was...
Or Scrooge McDuck. But...
And the award for most convoluted staircase ever goes to...
Catherine, with a C or a K?
We've got a smudge on the first letter, so we're not really sure.
Just like
Catherine
Arnold's
with a-
last name.
No, Arnold has a last name.
I know it's last name, but that was the running gag of the show.
No, the one time...
Do you know what his last name is?
Shortman.
Yeah, good.
Wait, his name is short. The last name is...
His last name is
His
Shortman.
last name is Shortman. His grandfather. It wasn't a nickname from his grandfather. It's his actual last name.
Name.
Good grief, how long were we on the long staircase level?
Long enough that we started quoting "Hey Arnold."
Yeah.
Wait, when did they reveal his last name? Was that in the movie?
It was in the comics.
It was no, not a comics. It was a developer question
Oh.
Q&A. They had someone asked, "What is Arnold's last?" It was well after the show's cancellation, so they figured, yeah, oh, why not? We can answer that question now.
Okay, because like I can only remember 2 times in the show where it's brought up. I think it's like Helga's like, what is his last name? And then at another point where you like won a contest or something, it's like Arnold. And the last name seems to have a smudge over it.
Yeah.
Well, you're the only Arnold in our school, so.
And it doesn't even chase me. It's a version of me who doesn't do anything, who can't do anything. I would rather fall into
Okay.
oblivion than have to see that.
Fall into oblivion instead of seeing a version of you that's just lying there doing nothing. That seems like a great day for me. You know.
It's pointless because, you know, if you just keep climbing, you'll never have to look down.
Allow me to explain Inazuma.
In a Zuma? What's a Zuma? Why do I have to be in one?
Yeah, well,
I-
when you're in a Zuma,
This
you
is
scream
actually
fashion.
this is
Vector
actually a
disaster.
trick I've been using over and over all over the place. Because as long as you can because as long as you have a constant 3 space wide block tower, you can just climb perpetually.
Now you let one of the people die. Do you see less techniques if you let the people die?
I'm not sure. I don't think they'll the ones that you save will be the technique givers after they could have possibly died.
This guy's come up with several techniques. It proves
All
what
right.
kind of man he is. They're not new, but they're all logical and useful. That's the mind of a leader.
I guess my business experience is paying off.
So he's very skilled at being unoriginal.
I think this game is calling you a loser.
Should get going soon. Damn it! Hey, it's you again. Damn it! Why did he go away all of a sudden? Where did he?
I think this is mistranslated because I'm pretty sure Tutorial Guy is talking about Catherine with a C.
Chased around by weird monsters every night.
Well, go. There's another big one waiting to greet you tonight.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Fat ass police officer over here is. This is the final conversation before he can possibly die, I'm pretty sure.
You gonna save him?
Are you trying to save him, or Lewis?
Yes. I'm sorry. No, the only ones that I let die are the corporate executive and his partner because he can't be saved if you let the corporate executive die.
But the partner can die and you can save the executive.
I think so. I've never done it before. Most of my playthroughs, I save them all. Because I'm a goody little two-shoes.
Have you ever let everybody die?
Wait, there's more?
No.
Throw my back
No.
out.
I'm glad you made it.
I've never let everybody die. This is the first time I've purposely let anyone die. And when I play this game, like, at my own pace, I talk to everyone every time, because that's just the kind of gamer I am.
Well, I would have imagined that if you were just speeding through to get all the endings, you probably would have skipped most of the dialogue with the...
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's so cold. So
On my first playthrough of anything that has character interactions, specifically RPGs, I talk to everything, and I examine everything.
You talk to the mailbox, even.
Yeah. Multiple times, just to see if I get a different reaction out of it. Gotta look for those Easter eggs.
I hurt women, my boss,
Mm.
everyone. I just...
And games that that give you a different line of dialogue if you talk to the same person twice sort of bug me, because I'm used to just talking to each person once. So, you know, 3 towns in, I accidentally press the A button twice and I get a whole new line of dialogue. I just realized that I missed like a good 6 pages of world building, and I'm just like, fuck!
Well, what about you? Welcome to Corneria. Oh, you're still the same.
Well, sit down.
Oh, he didn't get pissed
Oh.
at you for talking to him this time.
No, he's always in top,
Assistant.
best possible mood right before a boss fight.
What little speech you have. Hurry up.
This is the 10th
Ah,
question
good. We don't have to listen to this guy yammer.
your lover. Would you reaffirm your trust in them, or speak to them directly?
Let me guess. Trust is, reaffirm my trust. Oh, I was right. Reaffirm my trust is, the law answer. Woot. I is to smart.
Hurry up before I
And the choice is between, yeah, I'm gonna just trust them and let's talk to them directly. Okay. I think that's something that should be evaluated on a case-by-case basis, honestly, but I just noticed not only does the confessional have a rocket propulsion system on the bottom, it has a baby angel on the top that slowly flaps its wings as it lifts the thing up.
And little do you know that's what's actually providing all the propulsion.
Yeah, the flame is actually just for show. So it's boss
Okay.
time.
Prepare to be assimilated.
We're fighting the Borg.
Kinda.
Yes, we're fighting the Borg.
This is the final
Is it a giant cube?
Wait, hold on. Next level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh.
All right, let's just climb this thing and get it over with.
Even he's getting tired of the game.
Yeah.
The baby?
Yep.
Groovy.
Baby with what the fuck?
Prepare to be assimilated.
They don't even bother trying to give us a clever name. It's Child with a Chainsaw.
Well, I actually think that this is actually sort of clever symbolism, because he's afraid that Catherine's cheating, so the baby wouldn't actually be his, so the baby's now a deformed whatever. So, okay, that's actually pretty clever. Way to go,
The baby
Atlas.
is a
Honey, I
Borg.
think you might be cheating on me, and then our baby might have a chainsaw.
Well, yeah,
Or maybe it'll come out as some kind of quasi-Time Lord. Ugh.
So that's the definition of quadrangles.
do you ever have to use the boss's, like, attacks in order to get further up?
No.
Ah. That actually might have been a cool...
Sometimes it can be helpful in the final boss, because the final boss has this random thingamafucker that changes certain blocks all over the place into random other blocks, and depending on what blocks you get, they can be helpful getting up faster.
Everything turns into a spring block and you just win the fight instantly.
It's happened.
Wait, really? It's happened?
Yeah. Just don't count on it happening. You're more likely to get a spike block on the block that you're standing on while you're standing there trying to figure out the puzzle. It's happened.
Oh, wow. What if it's not actually... What the fuck? It's packing heat!
Yes, it is.
And I don't care if it's my kid. I'm gonna...
Fuck yeah, it's a badass baby.
You know, I don't care if it's not my genetic child. I'm taking advantage of this thing.
I think I'll call him Punisher.
He's not Frank
Snake,
Miller
perhaps?
enough yet, though. Frank Miller wrote Punisher stuff, right?
Maybe it's not a real chainsaw. Maybe it's that Resident Evil 4 peripheral.
Wait,
It's the one Snake has.
there was a chainsaw peripheral for that game? Why?
Yeah, there was a chainsaw controller for the GameCube version.
Yeah.
But what? Did it come with a secret play as the Chainsaw Maniac mode?
No,
No.
unfortunately, no.
It was probably the most awkwardly shaped controller I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
it was a chainsaw with buttons.
Crud. That was so close.
See, these things really want you dead.
Hmm.
The stage of the baby.
Yes.
Woo!
Just keeps going and going.
Now you know what Babel is like.
Let me guess. Babel is basically just this.
It's random and it keeps on going until some arbitrary point at which you finish.
Is there, boss attacks, or is it just blocks?
It's random assortments of blocks that drop down at you.
So it's not like an endless mode or something like that.
It could be an endless mode if they just made it keep going, but there is an end to it, and the object is to get to the end of all 4 stages.
Have you done it?
Does the machine gun fire have any chance of hurting you?
I don't think so. It just drops debris, and sometimes the debris has
it affects the blocks.
has saw blade robot things that try to mow you down.
Apparently your combo's crazy.
Yep.
Was it like a Devil May Cry ranking system?
Supposedly there are other sheep that are watching you progress as they climb, and they're the ones making the comments about your step combo.
So what, are they just really confused when you undo 12 times? And that's why your combo resets. Just use the Mecha block and jump up. Whatever.
I think I forgot I had it.
Suck on that chainsaw, baby.
Okay. I just opened this.
You know, you think that one of these things would learn just not to come towards the door.
Why does it have chainsaws in its eye socket? What possible function could that serve?
Slice things better.
You can never have too many chainsaws.
It has... Its other eye socket has chattering teeth in it.
To bite things better.
That's fucked up.
And its mouth is a chain gun.
Oh, I can think of several uses for that.
Machine gun, Joe, please.
Alright. Well, that stage is over.
Dare I ask, how does it get any more interesting than that?
Laser chainsaw babies.
It doesn't. The next boss is actually Vincent's shadow.
Does it have a chainsaw?
No.
Oh.
Not curvy.